And there we go. Let's get power wash some. Oh, you guys need audio. Okay. Like I said, we're probably gonna do good. Probably do one mission. I mean, this job doesn't seem like it's gonna take very long. Getting warmer again. Yeah, it's getting warm, and I've had to like reconnect like air conditioning and all that stuff. So it's been a pain. All right, extra long limo. Those wooden wheels? What is that? We're gonna just divide this up into pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up so I can see. Okay. Okay. Alright, get the back end of this. But, yeah, like I said, we'll be doing some division here in about an hour or so. I would assume. What is this, like a pool? I'm guessing that's what this is. Yeah, hot tub. I need the top of the fin there. Oh, tried to jump on this and it did not work out for us. Tub. Gotta say this drain probably needs to be cleaned. Rim. Okay. Rear fender, rear wheel well, rear tire, cap. Okay, all of those look done. Let's double check, make sure we got everything back here. Nope, rear window. There we go. Alright, now for the next part. Thing on this bush. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is probably going to take very long. Ready? So get the door handle, please. Fire. Center the well. Okay, tire. Okay, all of those are done. Okay. Grab all of this stuff. Squat down, get all of this. That's actually a very effective way to do the wheel, apparently. Okay, ladder, I need you to get out of my way. Thank you. Okay, let me get this side. Guessing the bird is dirty on here. Yep. There we go. Oh, I thought it was dirty on the top of it. It's leopard print. I was like, what is going on right now? Okay. Yeah, but like I said, there was something. Okay. Alright, take a double check. Front indicator, 85%. 99. 87. Front indicator. Ah, this. There we go. Windscreen trim. Got it. Okay. And that's the wheel and the wheel well. They're not. Let's say the handles. Okay, the handles are already clean. Okay, center window. That's on the other side. Yeah. Front roof. Okay. Gotta clean the helipad apparently. Rear roof, and then the back of the helipad is probably the. Yep. Alright, let's just. Okay, that's one side. Guess I'm gonna have to get the blade on top to get that thing completely clean. There, what ladders do we have? We have this ladder. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Alrighty. Of course. I have another one of those ladders, or just that one? Okay, I guess it's just this one. Landing skid. Where are these dirty at? Ah, there. There. Alright. Easy peasy. Before we start the next one, I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay. In base. We should have enough for that stuff. Okay. Okay. Now where to? Ah, see, now we're going to Sparkleton Shopping Mall? They want us to clean a whole shopping mall? Jeez. I got paid enough for this. Oh, okay, this isn't as big as I thought it'd be. Still quite large, though. Alright. Okay. was something. Oh. I'm going to put that there so that way it's out of the way. Page and Turners. Nice. Good name for a bookstore. Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll probably do the whole ground floor and then work the top floor. There's a lot to do down here. I can't believe we're cleaning a shopping mall. How did a shopping mall get this dirty is kind of a interesting question. It's like, oh, I guess we abandoned it for like 1,000 years. Like, did no one just pay attention to the shopping mall? It's just like, what the hell happened? Shop. Okay, I think there's a line right here for the floor. Entrance floor. Okay, yeah, no, it's right there. Okay. Just trying to mark off where we want to clean. Or maybe we do it in segments. Maybe we do like all of this area, like all of that area, and then do the center. Wasn't there a shopping mall in Last of Us looking like this? I don't know. I've never played Last of Us, believe it or not. Not my cup of tea. Not a big fan of stealth games, and that game is like 90% stealth, so not my cup. Also, I don't like zombies, and they're fungus zombies. There's a lot of things going for that game that I just not my cup of tea. Yeah, yeah. Between stealth and fungus zombies, it couldn't be it couldn't be less my kind of thing. So yeah, so. Hey D-Man, how you doing today? But nothing against people that like it. You know, if you like it, you can like it. I'm not gonna take that away from anybody. You know, enjoy what you enjoy. Well, a lot of people take criticism as like a slight against them, so I always have to reiterate that people can enjoy their video games even if other people don't enjoy them. You'd be very surprised as to how many times I've said like, yeah, not my thing, or no, I don't enjoy that, or whatever, and then people are like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? What you know, they just immediately like take offense to it, and it's just like it has nothing to do with you, man. Like, I'm not attacking you as a person. I'm just saying it's not my cup of tea. It's not my thing. You know? It's like if someone's like, yeah, I don't like Silent Hill. It's like, okay, that's fine. You know, feel free to not like Silent Hill. It's one of my favorite things, but it doesn't mean you're attacking me personally. You know? I'm not gonna all of a sudden lose my mind if someone doesn't like something that I like. But people do that. They do. They really do. They will take it very, very personally if you do not like something that they like. So that's why I have to say that. I know it's silly to have to say out loud, but I try to reiterate that every time someone's like, "Oh my god, you don't like X popular thing?" And it's like, "No, not really." Or I just haven't engaged with it, you know, because I'm not interested or whatever. It's nothing against them. I'm sure it's fun or enjoyable or whatever. It's not my thing. But yeah, I'm not. It's part of the reason why I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil is zombies don't really zombie and zombie-like things don't really do a whole lot for me when it comes to horror. So. But there's some game out there for everyone. You know, you say that, but I swear there's some people that it's hard to please when it comes to games. They seem to want to complain about everything they play. And I have no idea what kind of games they want. Although I feel like there's a lot of people that like they complain about games a lot, but like in reality, they do like legitimately enjoy most of the things they play. They just feed into that like feeding frenzy of I I have to rage bait, right? Like, because there's a lot of people that like their whole content is like, oh, this game is trash, and it's like that's like every game they play, like. And it's just like, why would you create content? I mean, obviously it's for clicks and views and stuff like that, but I just couldn't do that, man. Like, if you legitimately don't like a game, that's fine. But like, if you're saying like every single thing you play and every popular thing in the world is bad, like, why even like talk about games at that point? Like, all you're doing is just being annoying, to be honest. And I mean the people that are doing for clicks and views, not like as a joke. Right, there's people that are legitimately just like that. That's everything they create. It's just that kind of content. It's just like, man, just love to complain and get some. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's just to get some like sort of reaction, and it's just like, man, I don't wanna hear that. I want to have like actual conversations about, because like like every game has some good and some bad, and like I want to have legitimate conversations about that stuff. I don't want to like hear you complain about how something's trash for like the 1500th time. Like, it's like if I wanted to hear that, I would just say something's trash into the mirror and move on with my life. It has about as much weight as hearing that, you know, in this conversation. You know, it's just. I don't know. Also, there's people that like, I don't know. There's this weird thing where like I feel like there's some people that like genuinely like forget that you're supposed to have fun playing games. Like I talked about it, I think a few streams ago, that like I feel like people forget that like this is supposed to be a fun hobby. Like you're supposed to enjoy like playing video games, and for some reason like people spend more time complaining about the games they're playing than just like having fun playing video games. And I'm like, what happened to you, friend? Like, can you just like, I don't know, pick something you want to play instead of like everything you don't, apparently? Ugh, okay. Oh, there's a somewhere. Oh, it's probably up there. Oh, that's why we need the scissor lift. I was like, why'd they give us a scissor lift? It doesn't seem like we're gonna need it in here. Yes, we do. So, what's this good about this game? I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of games, like a lot of cozy games. I feel are largely successful because they allow you to do like a repetitive task, which has a certain level of like relaxation to it, essentially, right? So it's just like in this case, it's like we're not really doing anything different than we would be doing on any other level that we've played in this game, right? We're just cleaning off dirt. Usually you use soap, but we've gotten like the pro sprayer here, so now we're, you know, just using the sprayer. But like it's like a zen kind of gameplay, right? Like you do the task, you don't have to worry about a weird, you know, antagonist, or you don't have to worry about, you know, any sort of loss condition. It's just do repetitive task and enjoy the zen, I guess, the coziness of it, which is a category of game. I talked about it when like earlier streams of the game, how I think there's a lot of like job-like tasks that the simulator games do. So there's a lot of games like running a card shop or like cleaning or, you know, stuff like this, right? That people wouldn't mind doing, like things that people do as a job that people wouldn't mind doing if they didn't have the pressures of a job, right? But the problem is when you're working these actual jobs, there's a lot of pressure. right? There's a pressure to perform, there's a pressure to excel, there's a pressure to, be on these times and, do all of these things because of societal pressures and like all of that, right? But when you play these simulator games, all of those pressures um, don't exist, right? You just do the task. And I think that's what makes these simulator games so successful in comparison, right? Is because I don't have a boss, screaming at me like, "Hey, you missed this spot," or "Hey, you're not going fast enough," or "Hey, your job ethic," or you know, like you have 17 more jobs after this that you need to finish. What are you doing? All of those pressures are gone, or society pressure telling you, "Oh, you're just a power washer. That's not a real job." All of that stuff's gone, or oh, you just run a card shop. What kind of loser are you? The kind of stuff. All of that stuff's gone when you play these games, right? And I think that's why simulator games can be popular or are popular, is because you get to do those things that you want to do without any of that pressure. Ledge top. I guess it's over here. Yeah, there we go. Don't have to think too much. You don't have time pressure. Yeah, exactly. Now some games do have time pressure, but again, you get to you get full control, right? You get choices, and sometimes people just want to be their own boss, right? Nobody wants to listen to, you know, John, the John, the guy who's been screaming at them for the past 5 years about how terrible they are at their job, even though they are actually really good at their job and better at their job than John is. But, so yeah. So I think that's what the good of these games are, is allowing people to kind of explore their love for some of these tasks, because there's legitimately like parts of people's careers that they enjoy doing but can't enjoy because of all of those pressures. So this allows people to do tasks that they would normally enjoy and enjoy them again. Like some people do legitimately enjoy cleaning, right? And they can do that in this game. You can clean without worrying about someone screaming at you. Because I know that sounds crazy, but people legitimately will scream at you at a job if you don't do it a certain way. So, going to bed now and doing my washing. Well, have a good one, D-Man. Get some rest. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. I will hydrate. Okay. Let me get to the other side. It seems like it's easier to get these from over here. Double check. Yep, there's something there and there. Ah. And I'm guessing it's on the other side of the pillar. Okay, so let's get the roof now. I'm gonna center this thing like right here. So we should be able to get, if I just push this a little bit. But yeah, it's an interesting phenomenon with cozy games, because there's a lot of people that have made like memes about the idea of like, I get off of my 40 hours a week to go jump into a job that I do for 40 hours a week, you know, and it's always interesting because I think, you know, those kinds of memes, like, again, miss kind of the heart of what those what the games kind of represent. Because again, like, part of gaming as an interactive media, I feel, is about control, right? Like, you get to control the narrative. When you watch like movies and you know, engage with life in general, you're not always in control. But with games, in most cases, you are, right? And I think that adds some level of like psychology to why people choose the things they choose in their medium. So, like, why they choose cozy games, or why they choose action games, or, you know, RPGs, and all of that. Cozy games, cleaning games, simulators, you know, whatever. And, go to the other side. Be the same thing I was just doing. I've talked about it before, how I think there's definitely an overlap between like the characters we create in like role-playing games, especially like tabletop role-playing games, and like who we are as people. Like, and I think you know, you could even take that a step further in like the games we choose to play, and how the games we enjoy, and who, you know, who we are. Because again, how we interact with stuff and how we approach art, which, you know, gaming is an art form, which people have had that debate for years, and I've never really understood why it's even a debate. Because it's like you legitimately cannot make games without art, right? There's multiple stages of art in gaming, so from the writing to the assets, like, it is very obviously an art form. So, all right, so we did this part. Let me double check. Looks good. Okay. I think we'll do, yeah. So we'll do this side, and then we'll finish up with the metal. So let's go ahead and mark metal. This. Alright, so let's get this next part, because again, there's corridor floor and then center floor, so it is separated. Ugh. Need to readjust. I was leaning forward in a very weird way. Sometimes we get into very awkward sitting positions when we play stuff. It's not necessarily very good for our well-being. Okay. New job is available. The hell? Is that a steamroller? What is that? Could have a frame there. Try to get as much in a go as we can. Back. So the door frame is probably not done, nor is this underside. Alright, go over over here. That's the floor. Okay. Make sure we got the frame. Other side, okay. Now I need this here, so that way we can get this. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut this right here essentially, and then we'll spray like this. Alrighty. Alrighty. We should be able to get this floor done. Okay. And then I'll do like this to kind of cut it in half. Clean the part that we can clean. And then we'll switch sides. And do the other side. Switch sides. Okay. Let's make sure we got all that. Looks like it. Grab all this. Okay, move this ladder here so we can get behind it. All right. Even. Okay, I'm gonna mark right there. So that's where the okay. And that's the roof done. The floor done. Arched window. Okay. Let's double check. Okay, I'm not seeing anything above like 80 or 90, so that looks good. We'll get these corners when we do the middle piece. So I realized it was probably going to be easier to hit most of this stuff from up here. We can run across, do the same thing from the other side. Getting ready once it's done, we start. We got 5. Alright, yeah, I've just got this center area and then the side area, and I'll be done with this area, so that should be good. A good amount of time to get everything ready. So, alright. Yeah, I've got Discord and everything open, so I'll see when you guys hop in. Give you some time to do intros and stuff too. Go ahead and get the side of these. Did we get the? We did get the arch. Okay. All right. Let's. But yeah, he can take his time. We're good. No rush. We're just cleaning away. Alrighty. Do. we go. Get the underside. So it's probably on this side. Corridor light. All right. Okay, let me get over here. All right, I think that's everything here. Let's double check. Nope. Something there. Oh, it's probably that. And that. Okay. All right. Ladder. Here, please. Thank you. Got a line there. And we just do big old wipes of cleaning here. And do this, line this up a little bit. I think we got all of those. sure we get the ground. Okay. Successful ground cleaning. Then we do this. That up, put it over there. Okay. Oh, I saw something that was not clean. Okay, there it is. So now I'm gonna be in Discord when you're in here. Alright, yeah. So we're almost finished with this part, and then we got the center, and then I'll be done. So hopefully by the time Lee's done with his intro, we'll be good. So alright. So let's go ahead and do this area here. So it's probably going to be on this side now. Okay. Center top. Can you get up on the ladder, please? Thank you. Please. Come on. Work with me. Thank you. Okay. that's the wall and all of that stuff done. Okay, and then now we gotta do this. Okay. Trying to get all this wall back here. Might be easier to do it like this. Do this. Mm. Oh, it's probably above it now that I think about it, or below it. be switching over very shortly. I didn't realize that this was going to take as long as it did, unfortunately. Alright. The floor is done. Okay. Under ledge. Okay. Now, let me get the inside of this. Okay. All in base. Base. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is meant for like close-up things. Right. Almost done. Sorry, folks. If I had known that this was going to take this long, I wouldn't have done this one. We would have found something to do in the meantime. We'll get over to Division 2 very, very soon. Okay. Content is done. That is done. Where's this gosh darn frame? Wall. Frame. Place, please, thank you. Center, center, center. Okay, I think we just need the roof now. Center right for a wall. Alright, come on, and look at me here, wall. We got people waiting on us. Okay, come on. Wish there was a way to, like, increase the, like, spread of this. Like, it would, like, hit bigger area. Oh, I know where it's at. It's right under there. There we go. Alright, perfect. Don't want to see that. Go to home base. What's our next thing going to be? Futuristic bike. Nice. Alright, that is where we are going to pull it for PowerWash Sim. So now